Hey, and good afternoon. I'm Angela Brown, and I'm here today with Michael LeClerc from Skyrun Properties, and we are going to learn some really interesting things about how to clean for Airbnbs. Now, I get this question asked a lot. How do we get into the Airbnb business? How do we clean vacation rentals, short-term rentals? It's a really interesting topic for a lot of cleaning companies. And so today we've got Michael, who is the owner of Skyrun Properties in Park City, Utah. And he's the property management company that works with the cleaners. So he's going to give us some insights and he's going to answer a lot of our questions. So I do encourage you to jump into the comments, ask your questions today, and we're going to get as many of them answered as possible. Please help me welcome Michael LeClerc. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you so much for joining us. So what do you do in that scenario when the cleaner shows up and they're ready to do their job and the guest is just kind of like waking up like, "Oh, we didn't know about the checkout time."
Yeah, we jump right on it with the guests because it's really not the housekeeper's responsibility to do that. So we will jump right on the guests. Sometimes we'll go over there to make sure they know the gravity of the situation. And often housekeeping has to leave to go to a new property. They have to skip this one, go to the next one, and come back, which messes up they have a sequence of cleans that they have for the day based on geography, based on arrival times, departure times, how long it's going to take to clean a property. So it really throws them. I feel terrible when it happens, and we try to preempt that as much as possible. We send a notification the night before saying, reminder, checkout times 10 a.m. You will be charged for additional if we have to change cleaning. And usually the idea of paying a couple $100 change fee for housekeeping gets their attention. And you have to, because there's too much going on in a busy day to have to deal with that. You just have to be
Mhm.
very late checkouts. You just really can't do them because it's too hard to communicate with housekeeping. What time are you coming? Oh, it's 10 o'clock or 10:30. Okay, we can give them a half hour late checkout. But then maybe housekeeping comes a little bit early because they finished their other job earlier, and then they get there and the guests are still there and they hear 10:30, but they're really thinking, well, I'll be here till 11 kind of thing. So we really pretty much hold firm to our arrival and departure times.
So if you are a guest and you are listening or watching this on a replay, can I please ask you to check out at checkout time for the sake of the property managers, for the sake of the cleaners, and in due respect for the guests that are coming in later that afternoon? When you check into a property, you want it to be nice and clean and ready for you. And if the guest before you does not check out on time, it does throw a monkey wrench in the cleaning process. And then your stay is not going to be as welcoming as it should be. So, in order for that domino effects to go smoothly, visit after visit after visit, please, if you are a guest, please respect the checkout times. I think that's only fair in the hospitality game so that everybody gets that, oh, wow feeling when they arrive and they get the stay that they're paying for, right?
Exactly. It really makes a big difference if we have somebody who doesn't abide by the checkout time. It can throw the whole day into chaos, basically.
And with all due respect, I come from the cleaning side. And so when I'm running a team and we have sent people out to a job and the guests are still there, what happens is this: we're paying for their time. And so if they're out sitting in their car and they're waiting, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for a guest to leave, we're still paying their salary. And we're not earning any extra money for the time that they're not working. And so it's money coming out of our pockets as well. And so that eats into our profits. And then like Michael said, sometimes the cleaning company has to leave and go on to another job because the time has passed where they're not going to be able to do the job in the time allotted and they have another job they have to go do. Okay, so now you've paid them for sitting in their car, which is the time you were going to pay them to clean the house. And then now they've got to go do another job. So you got to pay them to go do that other job. Now you're still on the hook because you're the cleaning company. You're still required to somehow figure out, can I get somebody else in on last minute notice to go in and clean that property now that the guest has finally left? And so it throws this enormous amount of stress in the cleaning company because as a cleaning company, we don't want to lose that account. We don't want to lose that job. And so we're going to try to jump through all kinds of hoops to make sure that the property is cleaned before the next guest comes, if at all possible. We don't want to just be the company that's like, sorry, we were there, your fault.
I got to say, the companies that work with me are fantastic like that. They really understand, and they're running businesses, and their businesses are probably at a tighter margin than mine is, and I understand. So we don't take them for granted at all. We really talk to them, communicate with the owners all the time about how much we value their efforts, because they housekeeping is the basis of the whole business is based on housekeeping. I mean, they just without them, I don't know, you don't have a business. If housekeeping
Mhm.
isn't done professionally and on time and to a high degree of high quality, then the whole thing will just fall apart very, very quickly. So we recognize the value of the housekeepers. We do not take them for granted at all.
Yeah. All righty. Our time is up for today. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how fast our time has flown. And this has been absolutely joyous. Thank you so much, Michael LeClerc, for joining us today, for all of your insights and wisdom. Please tell our listeners where they can go to find you.
Yeah, we're easy to find. We're in Skyrun Park City, Utah. We manage properties in Deer Valley, Park City, and the canyons. So we live in a beautiful place, and come visit us sometime. Love to have you.